Hi Kurt, how you doing? Oh, you live for this school. Okay, who else we got? Oh, Leon, how are you doing? Hi, he said, how you doing? So, anybody on here? Yo, it's me, Tim Hutch. So if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. Hit the like button. I'm just here doing a bit of practice. Hi, border time. Yeah, it's just one of my random streams. What it was is I've just done an update on Ecamm, so I just wanted to make sure all the stuff's working on it really. So do like and subscribe. Oh, thanks, Joan Bird. How's it going? Anybody who's coming on here for the first time, please like and subscribe. Thank you for the compliment. Alright, Summer, don't do covers. Weather's terrible. Yeah, weather. I mean, I'm in the UK. It's pretty cold here. Not much sunshine today, I don't think. Alright, I think I'll just stop and chat for a moment. So I just thought I'd come on here and do a live for a couple of reasons. First reason was there was an Ecamm live upgrade, which is the the bit that kind of broadcasts out this channel. So there was an update because I've moved from the beta to the proper version now of being able to dual stream. So if you haven't noticed already, there are two streams happening at the same time. One in vertical, and then if you're wanting to see more of what's going on, there is the choice of the horizontal as well. So you can go on the horizontal and enjoy a wider view of what's going on. So you'll be able to see the computer here, a cushion over there, some more guitars and some lighty up stuff, you know. Yeah, it's spring here. And then the other thing is, because I've got a little bit of off guitar playing, a couple of rotator cuff injuries, which I'm just dealing with. So it's kind of just getting on here and keeping my confidence up, really playing. But I have to do my stretches and stuff, so I'm going to go off and get some physio. But not really affecting my playing much. But sometimes when I'm jamming, when you're jamming, you think about it, don't you? And you think, oh, I'm on my game here. Best hairline in the game, thank you. I do my best. You're loving the landscape view, Roy Art. Very good. How are you doing, Roy? I haven't seen you for a while. No, I would I would never write backing music like that. Those are my backing tracks. I wouldn't do no. I wouldn't do fusiony type stuff like that. But they're great fun to jam on. I love jamming on them, but I would never write something like that. What I do write, synthwave, isn't it? So maybe we should have some of that. Maybe we should have some distorted dreams.
I don't wanna do it no more. I don't wanna do it no more. Got me crying. I don't wanna do it no more. I don't wanna do it
So that's an interesting point, Roy. It would be a good... maybe it would be a good exercise to write something. It wouldn't be a good exercise for me to write something like that, because I would just plough lots of time into writing something that was very designy, that was very generic, that's purpose would be for me to practice over. In a very generic kind of bland style. Those tracks are great, okay, for sitting here and playing guitar over and improvising. They are really good, but in terms of a structured piece of music that's actually going to mean something, that's going to come from my soul, then I have to bring everything that I've got to bear on that. And I think the thing is, I've got to keep reminding myself about, I do come from this very extensive electronic background where I produced dance tracks for years and years and years. I mean, I charted 7 times. I've had stuff out on some pretty big labels, and I've had a lot of support of some very big producers and DJs out there in the process, plus the McRocklin Hutch stuff. So, I mean, I'm back on writing McRocklin Hutch material, and that at some point, because I've got something in the pipeline, will be coming on here. Those writing sessions would be on here, but in terms of an exercise, that wouldn't be an exercise simply because there's certainty. It's just, I'm going to write a track like that. That track has these instruments in it and this type of chord progression, and it's designed. There's no surprises, is there? Whereas, you know, when you listen to the McRocklin Hutch stuff, I had a vague idea that, okay, it's going to be synthwave, but I'm going to chuck these other elements in there. But I didn't really know what the outcome of any of these tracks would be, and that's art, isn't it? It's like you start writing, you hit a dead end, you hit the impasse, and then another idea happens, and it's about having that flexibility with going with the next idea till it's finished. And because there's no kind of certain future, that's where all the surprises and all the good stuff kind of happens, you know. Having said that, you know, then you can end up defining a style, and then you can work into that style, can't you? You can then analyse that, and then that can be, you know, I suppose your sonic signpost as an artist, if that makes sense. Right, in order for comfrey herb and boil, use it in. Yeah, dreams do come true. Can I play a... No, I don't do covers. I don't want to demonetize my channel. The little bit that it does make, I don't want to then give away. Oh, I'm not bothered practicing that. So I did find some cool backing tracks. What's this here? What guitarist got me playing? Michael J. Fox on Back to the Future. Was I heartbroken to learn that Michael J. Fox couldn't play guitar? No, I wasn't, because then I realised the real artist was Johnny B. Good. was Chuck Berry for Johnny B. Good, and then by which time I'd heard Ozzy and I was into like Jakey Lee. That was okay. It wasn't too much of a loss. Yes. That came late as well. Yngwie Malmsteen, Hiroshima Mon Amour, the intro to that. Oh, he did, didn't he? I know that story. So Guitar Goat, you're in California, so I was there for the NAMM show. warm these fingers up. I heard the NAMM show wasn't what it used to be. Were you playing the event? No, I wasn't playing at the event. Oh, that's the track finished. Alright then. That was good, that backing track. What else has it got? Synthwave. Thank you, John. So yeah, the guy out of my band, Thomas McRocklin, he was playing for Strandberg. So I went to hang out with the Strandberg crew. Pleasure for the live. Love doing them. David Spade, what do you think? Yeah, I'm trying to get these fingers warmed up. What do you think of all of the pretty girls that do fake videos of them playing hit songs? Has it ruined YouTube? I don't think it's ruined YouTube. I mean, I'm not bothered. They can do what they want. The people who want to watch that can go and watch it for whatever reasons they want. If it was my daughter, though, I would insist that she keeps it real and actually plays the instrument properly. So it's that whole thing of like, you know, that fake thing and not learning things. It's just society being de-skilled, isn't it? De-skilling themselves. So, you know, at the end of the day, they don't get the skill. What do you get out of that? I don't know. Imagine being inspired to be fake, to like copy that. It's like this. I'm glad I grew up when I did, you know, with like players like Paul Gilbert, Racer X, Yngwie Malmsteen, Steve Vai, you know. Hi Auditron, how you doing? This isn't this isn't AI. This is hard work. If it was AI, I'd have all my dimples and everything like removed. Well, I can get I've got my beauty light here, you know, so I can switch that. Look at that. I've got more beauty now. Or we can have dark moody. There you go. Instant. What should we have? I think we'll have a bit of light. There we go. The beat probably was produced by it. To be fair, right, so I'll play one of my band's tracks, right? That's what we'll do. This is like made with a real person. Me. Not that one. Not gravity. New. Everything is here is played with these hands into Ableton Live. It was made in this. That's my live set. Just so you believe me. Slide. I'm using Polychrome DSP for my guitar sound. So that was No Sleep by McRocklin and Hutch, my band. So you can check McRocklin and Hutch out on Spotify. Let's have a look. There you go. So yes, so McRocklin and Hutch. So those beats are, yeah, that's like those tracks are made by me playing all the synths and the drums and all that kind of stuff. All the sound design. Partially it's mixed by me and Thomas, who is the main guitar guy for the band. And I do a bit as well. But when we started McRocklin Hutch, I wasn't actually playing guitar in the band. I was actually producing the tracks. I was just kind of finishing off my dance career, really, because I was getting really bored of dance music. I ended up moving from sort of like a future house thing to like melodic techno into like tech house, and then I just started getting really bored and becoming more and more underground and disappearing. I just really wanted to do something that was melodic and tuneful, and just that throwback to the 80s synthwave thing was just the thing I need, and I've actually stuck with it ever since. Enough with the yapping. Play something. I've been playing like loads. I'm on my... Right. I'm in the UK, right? We have tea breaks where this is coffee. So we'll have regular breaks here, you know. Polychrome. So should we have a look? So this is today's main thing. What do you think? Well, that's good. I can see the vertical properly now. I might just do a few tweaks here whilst we're on. So that's the studio setup. I think. Oh, is it? Yeah, one of my pedals doesn't seem to be working. No, Thomas. It's actually Thomas, the guy at the band who's made the Polychrome DSP plugin. Him and his team. But obviously that Ableton set there. That's the live set for. That's the live template for this. I'll just see if I've got like lots of various options that I can do in it, including live looping. It doesn't seem to want to work today. Bear with me whilst I mess about with this. Oh, there we go. No, I'm based in Newcastle. So there should be a bit of live looping on this. Let's give it a go. I haven't done this for a while, so it's probably not going to go very well. Oh, it's not working. Right, hold on. Typical. The MIDI pedals aren't working. Not sure what's going on there. Tell you what, I'll play some more tunes. I do run shrooms where it should be non-lethal. Bit of whammy pedal there. We've done that. Power funk, that sounds dangerous. Here we go. Don't do covers. Please do like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, everybody. Very important. Keep this channel alive. Hi Jennifer. Wrong note. Hi Jennifer. DJ, I'm always listening. Hold on, I was thinking. Can you speed up the song? No, I can't. speed up my playing though. Yes, Truth and Shredding, this is live. Give that first finger workout. So, Roy Art, if you're there, yes, there is some Greg Howe influences getting into my playing. I had a little bit of a breakthrough because I kind of found out partly how he sort of visualizes or strategically operates around the fretboard. And one thing he does is he'll do scale positions that are, say, this is like C sharp minor. So what he would do is he might take this, right? So you'd have 5 notes. Sorry, you'd have, starting from the 5th string, 3 notes, 3 notes, 2 notes, 3 notes, 3 notes. So you do your scale like that, but then what that does is, because you're moving vertically across the fretboard, it's really easy to fit the arpeggio in. So what you can do is, you can, when you're improvising, you're using arpeggio tones as your anchor points. And that's how you sound sort of like tuneful all the time. So I'm always landing on some sort of a chord tone. Paul Gilbert, sometimes. I don't know. Thomas needed to do Rude for the Strandberg gig, so he just kind of went off and hacked all the solos out and then left him on it so he could do the gig. It's not really a picking day today. Yeah, I'm just not in the mood for it. What about Rusty? I don't know. Like, I've heard of Rusty Cooley. I've never really looked at his playing or anything. Wish that saxophone wasn't there. Yeah, subscribe everybody and like. fingers out to destruction. Feel the burn. Run out of power. Yeah. Yeah, it's just right in my way, see? Like if it was in more and I could use it as like a call and then I do a response, that would be alright, but it just comes in and then disappears. D minor. So everybody, do like, do subscribe. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee. Right, anybody? I've played a lot of notes. Anybody want to ask any questions or chat about anything? Whatever. Bear in mind, obviously, I play guitar, produce music, but my special move is I'm also a music coach. And you may be asking yourself, what is a music coach? Isn't that just a music teacher? No, it's not. What a music coach does is a music coach helps you facilitate the skills that you already have. That's the big difference, and because of that, it's very, very powerful. It means you're not stuck on learning new skills and not making your connection to the world. I am there to help you make that connection, just like I'm making my connection. So I coach people and help people on that, and that's obviously helping them with their creative process, their productivity, all that sort of stuff is my specialist kind of area. Another thing about me is I work full-time as a therapeutic musician, which is a bit like, I suppose the closest thing would be a music therapist. So that's what I do. And obviously, like now and then I teach guitar, but it's not my main focus. But I do have a very good music production group that I run, and this is all like a coaching group. So if anybody's interested in joining that group, do send me an email. I'm going to give you the email. And if you're interested in coaching, just put coaching. If you're interested in guitar lessons, just say, I'm interested in guitar lessons, and we can sort something out. So it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing being a coach, and just helping people make their connection to the world. Because unfortunately, with YouTube, one of the things that's very apparent is there's a lot of people out there giving us lots of advice on our music careers, okay, and solving problems, which are problems that we not necessarily have experienced yet. So the only problems to me that are worth solving are the ones that you experience. And the best way to experience the correct problems to solve is to do the thing that you're wanting to do. So for example, if you want to do a live stream, just get your phone, your camera out, and start doing your streaming and do what you can. And do my review process, which is actually in the content wins, problems and opportunities. I thrive on problems. Problems are, after this stream, I'll write down obviously all the wins, all the things that have gone well, but I'll also be reviewing all of the problems, and I get to watch back my playing. And with that, I can come up with solutions. And this is how at least I think I do, continuously improve. So that's just an important kind of coaching thing. You know, that's what coaching's about. It's not about me giving you advice. It's about helping you experience the thing that you're doing and then solving the problems that causes. So if you want to do live streaming, hit me up for a one-to-one coaching session. If you're wanting to do lots of music production, there's the group there. And if you really want a guitar lesson, I have limited capacity, but there might be an hour. But if you're really sitting there going, I'd love to do stream, because I've just got a feeling there are people on here watching me thinking, I wouldn't mind doing that. But let's be honest about this. When I first streaming, I was shitting myself. I was terrified, but I just had to do it, and it was a mess. But luckily, when I first started streaming, like there is now, there wasn't that many people watching. So there's always tumbleweeds. So that first initial kind of time when you're first streaming, it's not too bad because there's not going to be that many people kind of watching you. But it doesn't really matter because people like. So, oh look, there's Zed. So there's Zed Arcadia. Now he is a very prolific producer. In fact, Zed spent a while in my coaching group. I'm sure he doesn't mind me mentioning that. But he is doing extremely well with his music. Always sounds awesome. And the best thing about Zed is that you can hear his continuous progression as a producer, and that's what's exciting about it. You can go back, you can listen to where he started, and you can listen to where he is kind of now. But he has had music out on New Retro Wave, which is a big one. That's like the biggest synthwave label you can get on. So Zed, good to see you, and congratulations on all the releases that you've put out so far. Yeah, shit. Well, I mean, when you get turned round, Zed, give me a shout. Actually, the coaching group is on a Monday now, for anybody who's interested in joining that coaching group. It runs on a Monday evening, and it's at 8 p.m. and that's UK time. So 8 p.m. UK time. Anyway, talking about music, I'm very excited as somebody who is forever a student, because it's lifelong learning, isn't it, this music game? So I decided the other day, I got the, I mean, I've had it for a while. I got In the Mystery, the Alan Holdsworth transcriptions and analysis of his harmony, and I went off and tried to learn one of the solos and then didn't understand the thing that I was doing on it, had an existential crisis, thinking I'm going to die and I'll never ever understand this. So I did the next best thing was to start listening and learning a little bit of stuff off Brett Garsted, and he has just brought a new book out on chromaticism, and that's on its way today. In fact, I'm so excited, I'm just going to check and see if the delivery is here yet, because I'm going to really enjoy that book today, because I love chromatic stuff. Not that I've played that much of it today, but where's Amazon? Don't mind me whilst I run my life on a stream live. Oh, right, there we go. It's arriving between 1:45 and 5:45 p.m. That's excellent. I'll tidy the studio ready for its arrival. Have everything neat and tidy in place, ready for a good practice learning session. Environment's everything, you know. So, anybody want to ask me anything? Of course, you'll benefit from my progress. I love to share and give as much away as I can for free. Because the real value is just being in a room with me on a one-to-one basis, isn't it? You know, that's the thing. That's where the real gains are. Oh, what's this? Oh, I missed it. Well, losing the plot. That's my hands about done for today. Hard aesthetics at the best. Hand aesthetics at their best. Oh, thank you. Hand aesthetic. I need to get my eyes tested. Right. So please, everybody, like and subscribe. I'm going to head off now. And I might do another stream this weekend at some point, you never know. But everything's worked out quite nicely, so I'm pleased about that. And I'll see you guys on the next one. And remember, like and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye.